Hey friends! Okay, so hi, it's Cassandra, and I'm back with another video. Today I want to talk about interviews. Yeah, so it's summer, you're looking for an internship or a job, and you just got an interview. What do you do? So this is mainly for if you are in college, and you're either looking for a full-time position, you're getting ready to graduate, or you're still in school but you want to get some experience, get an internship or something like that for the summer. This video is mainly for you. If you are like a teenager and you're looking for tips on interviewing or preparing for an interview or looking for jobs, I will probably post a link somewhere like here to a video that might help you a little bit more than this video, so check that out. So if you are in college, and you're looking for a summer internship or a full-time job, you're getting ready to graduate, probably the best time to start looking would be, I'd say, around October. Really would be the best time to start getting those applications out there and just start applying and talking to companies. But sometimes the opportunity just doesn't show up until June or something like that. So I just wanted to give you a couple tips that might help you when you're getting ready for an interview, and just to help you prepare, and just things to remember. A lot of it might sound like common sense, but when you're preparing for an interview and you're just kind of excited and ready, there's a lot of things that you forget. So let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing that I would recommend doing when you're getting ready for an interview is to do your research. The last thing you want to do is walk into an interview and not know anything about the company that you're trying to work for or the position that you're going to be holding. That's just a really big turnoff for companies and people, hiring managers. If you walk in there and you're like, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. I don't know what this company does or what this job does, but give me money," So that's the best thing that could help you is, walking in, being knowledgeable about the position, being knowledgeable about the company. That just shows initiative. Yeah. Initiative is really important, especially with people starting out their careers. The companies want to know that they're getting what they paid for. They really would like to get more than what they paid for, so that's a really big way to show them that you're interested, you care, and that you're going to put in the work. The next thing before your interview, go over your resume. Even if you have to update it and bring them a new updated resume during your interview, do that. And be familiar with what's on your resume. You don't want to walk into your interview and have them looking at your resume, asking you questions about things that's on it, and you can't even remember what's on there. So be sure to give your resume a good look over. Make sure that you know what's on it. Practice with a friend. Have them look at your resume. Have them ask you questions that you think that they might ask you based on things that are on your resume. It's just really good. It's really good practice to just go ahead and just talk about and practice what you think is going to be on an interview. I think it helps tremendously with nerves and everything like that. It'll help you kind of sound a little bit less jittery, more educated, if you can practice. So that's very important. Go over your resume. If you don't have a resume, get a resume before you start applying for jobs. The next thing, let's talk about dress. If you are applying for a professional job or an internship, you're in college and you're looking for an internship, I would say if you have a suit, wear it. If you don't have a suit and you have the money to get a suit, go buy a good suit. If you don't have a suit and don't have the money to buy a good suit, I would say dress pants, dress slacks, and a nice shirt. For guys it would be a button-up and a tie. For women it would be a nice blouse, maybe some nice heels. If you don't like heels, good shoes. Like don't walk in with tennis shoes and jeans is what I'm saying. I think that, don't go out and spend all of your money on a suit that you can't afford for an interview, but you really should put in the effort to look nice. I'll go ahead and put a couple of photos of what I think may be good options for going to an interview. Also, let's talk about jewelry. I would say keep jewelry to a minimum. You don't want to go in there flashing, 1,000 bracelets and rings, and if you have a nice watch, wear it. A simple watch is good. A simple watch, okay, this I probably wouldn't wear. It looks a little bit too much like jewelry. This watch I probably would wear to an interview. Just because it's simple, I think it looks at least more professional than this one. So, simple is good. I think if you're a girl, you can wear earrings and a necklace and stuff like that. But if it's for something like a corporate job or something like that, I would say keep the flashiness to a minimum. Now, if you're like a fashion marketing major, and you're going to interview for a job where dressing up is a big deal, yeah, I say go all out. You should know what you're doing on that. But definitely come in. I would say that it would be better to be more professional, be overdressed than underdressed, going back to like the suit and everything like that. Even if you walk in to your interview and your interviewer is wearing, polo and jeans, and you're sitting here in a full suit, that is a lot better than you walking in a polo and jeans and them in a full suit, you know what I mean? Okay, so I think you kind of get, where we're going with the dress. Ladies, let's talk about hair and makeup. Makeup, I think it should go without saying, don't walk in like you're getting ready to go to a club, Remember that when you are doing an interview, you probably will be within like at least reaching distance to the person that's interviewing you, so they will be kind of close to your face, and I would say that overdoing it on the makeup could be a distraction. Now, and also I would say if you don't wear makeup, usually there's no need to wear it to an interview. Maybe just go with like a simple cute lip gloss and like at the end of the day, what they're interviewing is you. They want to know your skills, that you can do the job. They're not really worried about what you look like and your makeup and everything like that. So I wouldn't stress too much about that. Now, usually for interviews, I just go with the basic bun. Just pull my hair back. That way, because I have a tendency to kind of mess with my hair a lot. Like, I touch my face and my hair a lot, so that's why I usually like to keep the makeup to a minimum. Keep my hair really simple where it's out of my face and I'm not tempted to touch it. So if you're like that, if you're like me and you do those things, then I would say bun it up, get your hair out of your face, minimum makeup, and you're good. During the interview, like I said, go over your resume, know what's on it, be able to answer questions about it, and also don't be afraid to ask questions to your interviewer. If you do enough research about the company and about the position that you're applying for, you probably will come out with a few questions, and that's good. They want to know that you're interested and want to learn more about the company and the position that you'll be filling. So I think that having a list of questions is definitely a plus. I think that having at least 3 questions, you may not get to ask all of the questions in the interview, but at least having a list of 3 questions that you want to ask and talk about during your interviews is really good. So go ahead and do that. Also, don't forget about the leadership roles on your resume. Just because you hadn't had an internship, and you're going for a full-time position, doesn't mean that you don't have the leadership skills. There's always a way to turn an activity that you've done. If you're really active on campus, if you are, president, or, have a title in a club on campus, if you organize events or anything like that, be sure to highlight things like that. Those are great leadership roles. I think that it's something to be mentioned in your interview, when they ask you questions about leadership roles that you've had. I think those are great things to come back to and talk about. With that being said, make sure that you have some examples of leadership roles or situations where you've had to step up and be a leader, situations where things didn't go right, but things that you learned from. Those all could be questions that you were asked in an interview. So it's good to just try to be as prepared as possible and have answers for questions that they ask you. let's talk about after the interview. I think it's really important, especially if you're going for like a professional job or an internship. I think it's really important to follow up after the interview. I mean, this could be something as simple as sending an email saying, hey, thanks for the interview, you know, I really appreciate the opportunity. I think I'd be a great fit for this company, here's why. Or maybe there's something you forgot in your interview that you really wanted them to know. You know, that's a good opportunity to go ahead and send an email, send a letter, you know, and say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, you know, thank you for the opportunity to interview. You know, you asked me about this, and I just wanted to go ahead and clarify, you know, and give your example. Those are all great opportunities, and it lets them know that, you know, for one, it keeps you on their mind a little bit after the interview, and two, it lets them know, hey, they care enough to contact me and let me know, you know, this, or thank me. So I think that's really important. I would definitely recommend following up. It doesn't have to be some big to-do, you know, send them flowers or anything like that. But a letter, you know, just a note saying, hey, thanks, I think goes a long way. So, yeah, these are all the tips that I have. If I think of more, I'll put them down below or something. But I think, yeah, definitely doing your research, making sure that, you know, that's the most important thing to me. Doing your research and making sure that you are prepared for the interview. So yeah, hopefully this helps someone. You know, you're going out and looking for a job, interviewing, and you're kind of freaking out, or you know, you just want a refresher on things that might help you in your interview. Hopefully this helps you out. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.